All right, guys. Thank you for joining us on Vape Room Radio. I have Jenifer from Just Wire, CJ from Mythic Haze, and then, of course,
J Money
from our shop. So thank you guys so much for joining us.
No worries. Thanks for having me, man.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, for sure. How has VapeCon been for you guys so far?
It's been pretty cool, man. I had a way better turnout than I actually thought it was going to be. You know?
I was a little surprised myself.
Yesterday was pretty insane.
Yeah.
I was pretty stoked of the turnout.
Yeah, it's been pretty good so far for us as well. I mean, I expected it to be a little slow. Halloween weekend, everybody wants to go out.
Me too.
But so far, so great. I really like being here.
Yeah, I thought it was a little silly they decided to do it on Halloween weekend of all things. I mean,
Definitely.
Yeah, but you know what? The freaks come out.
yeah, but I feel like they would have gotten a much better turnout if it wasn't on Halloween. I mean, I got numerous invites to go do regular shit.
I mean, it was hard too. It's probably the
really
first
was.
Halloween that I haven't gone trick-or-treating with my son. You know what I mean?
Oh, that
so,
sounds
you know what I
hard,
mean?
yeah.
It was kind of a sacrifice that I had to make, you know what I mean? Being a Newark juice company, I want to get my name out there, so it was like I want to sacrifice.
You got to do what you got to do,
Yeah, same here. I mean, this was the first Halloween that I'll get to spend with my little one as well.
Yeah.
And as much as it's hard, you kind of got to sit there and just be like, you know what? We're doing it for them in the long run, so we got to be here, suck it up, and
the greater cause.
It's like, well, you want that Xbox One, or you want to go trick-or-treating? Which one do you want?
There you go. That's a good ultimatum right there. It's kind of hard to see on the cameras, but Mythic Haze is actually the booth right next to us, and you guys have been pretty cracking all weekend.
Yeah, man, we've been really busy, getting a great response from people. You know, I just released a line at the beginning of this year, and it's been, you know, a steady climb. We were here for ECC, which was really good for us.
Yeah, I heard that was big.
Yeah, that was nuts. I mean, we were in the other room with Vape Rev.
Oh, no kidding.
So it was kind of nice and mellow. I could hear people talking. You know what I mean? Other than, like, in that other really big room was insanity all weekend.
Oh, yeah.
So it was kind of nice to be, you know, a little quieter, not so insane.
No, it's really cool. It's really cool. I really enjoy your juices, man. The first time I tried them was out at OC Vape Meet. That was maybe 6 months ago.
Yeah.
But your new flavor, Apollo, real on point. Really like
Thank you. That was that one. It took I worked on that a long time. I wanted to put a banana out, but I didn't want it to be crazy banana in your face.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to appeal to everybody, just not the banana people.
Definitely a great balance in there because, like I told you yesterday, not a big banana fan. Renan, wherever he went, he's a banana fan.
Yeah.
Me, not so much. So to try that, I mean, I really liked it. And
I'm the same way with it too. So I'm not a banana guy either too much. So I wanted to really, if I can vape it, anybody can vape it. You know what I mean?
Definitely. It's really cool. Now that's your most recent flavor. When did you release
that?
Yeah,
I released that at ECC weekend. And then right before that was Aphrodite, which has been a huge hit as well.
What's that, Justin?
I was going to say Aphrodite's my favorite.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's been really well with both of those have been really good.
So good hype about them?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, especially with Aphrodite because it's a 70-30 VG heavy mix rather than everything else is a 60-40.
Okay.
So a lot of the cloud chasers are using it as well in competitions and stuff.
Good selling point right there.
Exactly. So that's been a big thing for us.
That's really cool. So Jenifer, tell us a little bit about you, what you do. I mean, you brought me this pack of wick and wire. What's that about?
Basically, we're Just Wires. We just launched this weekend, so we're quite new. This is the first time that we launched this. We've been in the industry about a year and a half. We have diamond-based distribution, and now we kind of ventured onto our own thing. Just Wires, basically what it is all U.S. grade Kenthal. So it is Kenthal wire, but it's all U.S. grade. No need to pre-fire on any of this wire. And each package basically suits everybody. It comes with 5 feet of 22 gauge, 5 feet 24 gauge, and 5 feet of 26 gauge.
Oh,
so you
wow.
get a total
All
of 15
of
feet of wire. Yeah,
nice.
You get everything, enough to suit anybody, and to build basically multiple builds on different atomizers.
Yeah.
And we also throw in 3 pads of raw Japanese organic cotton and 3 organic cotton balls. So
I don't know about you guys, but I don't even use the regular cotton balls anymore.
I still like the regular.
I'm an OG. I like the old,
Really?
I like the regular cotton balls.
I'm stuck on the Japanese stuff.
I was going to say, it depends on my build that I'm doing. Like, if I'm
There you
doing
go.
a flavor build, I'll use the Japanese.
Yeah, we wanted to
If
make
I'm
sure
doing
we
clouds, I do.
We want to make sure we throw in anything for any builder.
No, it's great. It really
any
does appeal to
vapor.
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it suits everybody no matter what they like, no matter what kind of build or atomizer they're using, and no matter what kind of cotton they really prefer.
Yeah.
We wanted to throw something in there for everybody so it's easy to sell, easy to use, and anybody gets the most out of it.
I feel like it's a really great traveling pack. Like, oh man, I'm going out to Ontario. Let me grab a pack of this real quick. Set for the weekend.
Rather than carrying my toolbox with me all weekend,
Exactly.
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Just bring a screwdriver, a pair of cutters, and just wire.
You're good to go.
And you're good to go. We basically carry everything enough to sit everybody on multiple builds. With 15 feet of wire, you know you're going to get plenty of builds for plenty of atomizers. Whether you want something hot and heavier, you want an all-day build, or even if you want to build a cave one just to be comfortable. we all have it in there.
That's really cool. So do you guys do packs with maybe just 22 or just 26?
The reason that we kind of steered away from that was because we had a lot of shops complaining about, I stock up on too much 22 and not 26, or not plenty of 24. So it basically just eliminates all that, and it gives everybody a preference, because I have a lot of customers too who are retail, and they're like, yeah, I got a lot of 22 and it cost me this much, but now I need to build my K fund.
There you go.
So we kind of just put it all in there instead of giving it all just one kind of gauge. We give it everybody, so that we give it all of it. That way, no matter what they're building, it's all in one pack.
That's definitely a smart idea.
It's like the ultimate package.
Now, do you ever get people that are like, oh, but I don't need this 26 gauge. I don't have a K-Fun?
We get it every here and there. It's very rare, and when they do, they look at the 26 like, whoa, I can do a really crazy build with this because it's so easy to use. Right. So they go ahead and go for it as well, because at the end of the day, no matter what, you're going to always be looking for different gauges, different kind of wires.
There you go. No, that's smart.
I mean, it's fun to experiment with different.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
I know I did for a long time.
Yeah.
So you find that money build that you love.
And I mean, when
Exactly.
when it comes to Kenthal, no matter how many different wires there are out there, everybody goes back to Kenthal, because it's like the OG. It's what everybody uses. It's what we're all comfortable with at the end of the day.
And I mean, the other thing is, I mean, you got these Royal wires, just all these other companies that claim that they have their own wire. It's all either nichrome wire or Kenthal.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. Nobody out there is making their own custom hybrid. There's only like 2 or 3 companies in the United States that do this kind of wire. So I think it's a little
Temco's
silly.
my favorite.
Yeah.
Temco is hands down the most common.
Yeah.
I mean, by a mile. So when you get all these people trying to claim, oh yeah, my wire is better. No, it all comes from the same spot.
Yeah, personally, we tested at least 36 to 40 different Kenthal companies that were like, oh, mine's the best. And we went on and tested it, and we used US grade because it's a lot cleaner. It's not something with our wire. Personally, you don't have to pre-fire it, so it's not something that you're gonna get dirty and you're gonna build and your hands look black. I hate when I do that. I'm building and my hands look black. I'm like, whoa, what am I putting into my body that it's really staining my hands? Right. So we use something that's nice and clean that you can use all day. There's no need to even pre-fire it. It's ready to go. It's all ready to be used.
So is your wire already pre-annealed?
What was that?
So the wire's already pre-annealed?
Most, I'm gonna say all heat wire will be pre-annealed, just because if you don't, it'll corrode. But I really like that you guys aren't making any sort of promises like, oh yeah, ours is the best. We infuse it with diamonds or something like that.
Oh no. Basically, what we promote is the simplicity of it, because at the end of the day, no matter how fancy you get, you just want a simple, basic build that you can use all day.
Yeah.
And that's what we use for personally, because I've tried all these different wires, and as much as I love them, and I'll never diss any of the other companies, I try them, I like it, but I like it for a little while. At the end of the day, I always go back to Kenthal. Most people that I know, they always go right back to Kenthal. And that's something that you can use for any build all day, something you can enjoy all day without worrying about it, the plating coming off or anything like that. It's something you can just really just enjoy.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, when all these other sorts of wire started to pop up, I started doing research on nichrome versus Kenthal and all these
plating comes off of nichrome.
All these other claims, and I learned that nichrome was actually invented many years before Kenthal.
Yes.
And then Kenthal was created to replace nichrome.
Yeah.
Because Kenthal has a higher melting point, lower resistance, and it gets considerably hotter.
Definitely.
So when you have all these people running around like, no, nichrome's so much better, the math says that Kenthal is better.
And I always tell people, you like your nichrome, that's cool, I respect that. But try
hard to
subbing
build
on
with.
it and tell me that the plating isn't going to come off. You inhale nothing but nickel, and the whole entire point to vaping is that we want to live a healthier lifestyle. We want to see something that's going to actually be okay for you. Not
Definitely.
something where the plating's going to come off and you're going to be inhaling a bunch of stuff that's not really good for your body at all.
Right, so that's why you're saying stick with Kenthal.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
No, and I really like that people have kind of migrated to cotton, because I don't remember if you guys ever used the
The silica?
Echo Wool and
Echo
silica.
Wool,
Yeah,
oh,
that
yeah.
stuff was horrible. I mean, you
know.
cut it, there's just a shower
It just
of,
frays off.
Yeah, there's just
Ugh.
a shower of fiberglass.
I don't miss those builds at all.
You know what? It's funny because I remember back in the day. I mean, that was the shit. Nobody had anything
Oh, yeah.
else.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I was hot stuff doing my 2 strands of 3mm silica with my flat wire.
That was like the go-to.
Exactly. Back when 28 gauge was the gauge to use, and here we are using 20, 22.
22,
Yesterday I saw 18.
18s now.
Yeah.
Yesterday I saw 18.
That might be a little too hot for me.
Yes. But I mean, that's what we used to say about 22 and
That's very true.
26.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
who knows?
At the end of the day, it's something you want to go back to. You want to have an all-day vape, something you can use all day. And when it comes to silica and stuff like that, I'm really glad cotton replaced it.
Yeah.
That's why we actually use Japanese cotton. I know that's like the big hype right now. Everybody's all up on the
definitely.
Japanese cotton. Personally, I keep it OG.
I actually
I do too.
I
resisted
stick
it.
to just the regular cotton balls, and that's what I use all day. That's why we included both of them. So no matter what your preference is, it's in there, whether you like Japanese or you like organic.
I resisted the Japanese cotton for a long time. And then I was like, I broke down. I
Yeah.
was like, I'll try it. I was actually delivering to one of my shops, and then I was like, you know what? Let me try, a piece of that, and I loved it. And I've
Right.
just ever since
I
we'll
mean,
see if we got it in there for you too.
there you go. I've actually tried it a couple of times, and I wasn't in love with it. I find it harder to work with because it's so
really,
dense.
I
It's
like
so
it easier
thick, it's
because
harder to work with.
like I'll just cut like a triangle, and then kind of separate a little bit, and then just kind of roll it up like.
Maybe I just don't have the technique
Honestly,
down so far.
when it comes to Japanese, you get a lot more use out of it. But when you like just what's comfortable to build with and comfortable to use, you stick with cotton balls. So that's
Yeah.
why we kind of wanted to throw a little bit of both in there. That way, no matter what you like,
Definitely. I'll admit I even resisted the transition to cotton for a long time. I was using silica.
Yeah. I
it
know some guys are actually
change
still
is
doing
hard.
Really?
the micros with the silica.
Really?
And
That's
I'm like,
ballsy.
I'm just like,
Oh, yeah.
He swears to me every time I see him that it's better, and he gets, holds more juice and better flavor.
To each his own. I will admit, silica wicked better. I mean, you could take longer hits and it would
definitely.
pull the juice. But I don't know. Just thinking back, I don't know how we did that.
Yeah.
it's crazy like where the vape game has come so far. I mean, I started with an ego pen.
There you
That
go.
was
Didn't
like
we
my
all,
big
though?
thing.
We all did.
I can
And
honestly say
now-
I did not.
My
I
first.
have a rig mod and everything. Like it's
Yeah.
crazy how we just keep
Yeah.
upgrading.
Yeah, I just got a
and,
rig mod today too.
Yep, this industry just keeps moving on up, and we keep changing what we do. And it's
Is
funny how
everybody
now
sitting
we
here
laugh
with
at
a rig right
silica.
now besides me? Mine's in my box over there.
Oh, there you go. You should have
We're
brought
all
it.
20 but you.
I think so.
Come
Yeah,
on.
we should go get it.
Yeah, we were actually lucky enough to have James, the maker,
Yeah, I
and
saw
his
that.
partner Eric.
He's a really
they-
cool guy.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
cool.
Very cool.
Probably
Very
one of
nice.
the most humble manufacturers I've ever met.
And
Yeah.
he's also a really good guy when it comes to manufacturing because he's really picky on what he puts out. He makes sure that everything that comes out
Yes,
into the industry
yeah,
is
I got
on
the impression
point.
he's a very meticulous guy.
Yeah.
And you appreciate that as you go along because you see a lot of these mod makers put out almost anything, and it's really good to appreciate that someone that just puts
Definitely.
out what he would vape on himself and what he would use
Yeah,
himself.
no, because I was telling him, I mean, he worked with a shop owner to create this.
Yeah, actually, they carry my juice as well. I know
That's
his
awesome.
partner.
Eric.
Yeah, Eric. He's a really cool guy as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Every time I go to deliver over there, I spend an hour in that shop bullshitting
Yeah.
with him.
No,
It's-
that's you know what? It's really awesome when vendors do that because I mean, you got so many of those impersonal vendors. Yeah, I'm just down the street, but I'll mail it to you.
Yeah.
And then you get the real great ones. I mean, unfortunately, it's usually the smaller ones.
Well, I mean, when I started my company, that was the whole thing of this industry should be like a big fraternity.
A big community.
you know what?
That's
That's
exactly
what it should be.
That's that's the way I look. Everybody should help each other. You know what I mean? We're all here for the same purpose: to quit smoking
Exactly.
and to get people
Exactly.
off of cigarettes. That was been my main focus. You know what I mean? So I mean, I don't care if you don't want to work with this person or that person. Whatever. I'm just here for the everybody else. You know, what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm here for
Exactly.
everybody. I want to help everybody.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that's exactly how we are as well. Basically, we're based out of Rancho Cucamonga, so it's actually really close from here. But anywhere who's in a driving distance, I either personally or have my guys want to go and drop it off.
Absolutely.
And I always tell them, go meet the owner, see what they like, see what we can do better. Because I'm not one of those people who just mails it off and says, okay, see you later, send me your check.
Yeah.
We like to actually have a name in the community, someone who actually wants to be a part of this,
Yeah,
rather than
yeah.
just mail it off, make our money, and call it a day.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's all a preference of exactly what a shop likes, what they need, and that's exactly what our interest is at. And that's
Yeah.
why we are actually able to come up with such a great line, because we actually know plenty of shop owners that were able to give their input. We gave samples everywhere, and they were able to tell us, oh, change this, tweak this,
Yeah,
add
yeah,
this,
yeah,
take out this,
absolutely.
and that
I
will
get
actually
that.
help a lot.
So
no,
how,
yeah,
tweak.
it's definitely all about the relationship.
I was gonna say, so how's the feedback been from the customers here at VapeCon?
VapeCon's been really, really awesome. A lot of the people were very, very nice. You know what I mean? You go to some events, everybody's just looking for some free stuff. You know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
definitely.
The
Definitely.
trick-or-treaters.
I actually, as a juice line, you come here, to establish relationships with different, stores for wholesale and stuff like that. But my retail sales this weekend were pretty up there. I was pretty
That's great.
surprised.
That's really great.
I was pretty surprised.
So tell me a little more about your guys' backstory. How'd you get started with Mythic Haze?
I've been vaping for about, let's say, almost 4 years now. And
Wow, that long.
yeah.
So you were in before all
Yeah,
the
I've been
crazy-
old school, you know what I mean, with the ego pens and stuff. And then I graduated to my Pravari and ran that thing to the ground until,
Yeah. Those were cool little
I
devices.
think we've
Yeah.
all had that feeling.
I actually dropped my Pravari out of my pocket on my motorcycle. and it
Whoa.
survived
Really?
and continued to work for another 8 months.
Wow, that's
Dude,
crazy.
super impressed.
And that thing's, I mean, it's aluminum. It's not like a heavy-duty mechanical.
It was super scratched up, but it still worked.
I bet.
That's great.
I actually had a customer come to me with a K100, and he ran it over, and it still worked.
Oh, wow. Those things are...
I think everybody's had a K100 at this point. You
Yeah.
go from an Ego, your first
That
mechanical
was
is always a K101 or a K100.
definitely my first mech mod, for sure.
Definitely.
But yeah,
I
I
had
mean...
the pink one.
Yeah. I had a silver and a blue one, maybe?
I think I had like
don't
a pink,
remember.
and then I've got like the purple one. And then afterwards, I just kept going on up.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, I mean, so I wanted to start something, you know, I actually wanted to open a store first.
Okay.
That was the first, before there was 15 million of them.
Yeah, before, yeah.
Now there's one on every corner.
Yeah,
I swear.
yeah.
Every city has at least
Renan,
4 to 5.
thank you
What's
for
up,
joining
buddy?
us.
What's still going on, man? I just joined in. Like I said, me and Jeremy hosted. Thank you guys for coming in, obviously, and we host this show
Thank you guys for having
every
her.
other Wednesday. And she's actually heard of the show before. I'm not sure if you have,
I wasn't too familiar, no.
but yeah, man, we're picking up, and it's great. VapeCon has been great for us. We have guests lined up for fucking the whole year,
Nice.
and not just that, but we've had advertisement inquiries and stuff. So it's VapeCon was really good for us. And man, Mythic Ammos. I don't know. If
Mythic
you've
Apple? Did you say Mythic Apple?
I know I said Ammos. Is
He
it
said
Ammos or
apples. He
Amos?
said apples.
Mythic Haze.
I don't know where you get that from.
Where did I get Ammos from?
I have no idea.
I don't know where I got
Hey,
Ammos.
did you
It's a
go
long day,
smoke
so
something
it's been a
outside?
long weekend. It's been a long
I
weekend.
didn't.
It's
No,
okay.
I really didn't do it. I'm really tired, man. I'm sure you
No
are too.
way. I
Oh,
feel
yeah,
you on that
3
one.
days later, we're
days,
done.
man. 3 days of non-stop talking,
Yeah.
and more
And
talking.
talking over DJs, talking over people and music.
Talking over whack DJs. We just had DJ
I
Brian.
promise my voice is usually a lot prettier, but at this
No,
point, I'm just done.
you know, I have more of a Art LeBeau voice myself, but you know, we've been talking a lot, and man, it's good juice. Mythic Haze is great juice. It's gonna be
Thank you, man.
available at the Vape Room in Norwalk. Did you
Yeah,
tell
man,
them? Did
definitely.
you tell
I
them?
was actually going to get to that.
Yeah, we do. They're next. A tremendous guy to talk to Sean, right? Or was that the? No, dude,
That's my other guy.
I met, like I said, I
Wow.
met more. I pretty feel over 100 people. New
Yeah, no,
faces.
hey, I understand. It's hard
Yeah,
to
but
keep.
no, but it's great, man. It's great juice. We picked up their whole line, man. The whole line is awesome, and it's gonna be available when.
Yeah, we appreciate it. I should be there by Thursday, no later.
Thursday, man.
So when do I get to try it? I have a shop too.
I'll give you some before we leave.
Okay, sounds good.
No worries.
Let's do that, and yeah, man, it's great juice. You know, and it's VapeCon. That's what it is, man. You come out,
Yeah, well, we're
you
supposed
come
to be
out
here for the
exposure.
people, right?
Yeah, you come out
That's-
for exposure, and man, you make so you get some good business from it.
Yeah,
how
we did
many,
really well.
How many did you get? How many orders were placed?
Well, the Vape Room, wholesale wise.
Yeah, because I know you were selling your juice for a dirt cheap cost, man.
Yeah,
It was wholesale pricing.
we basically retailed it for wholesale all weekend,
Yeah.
which was nice, and everybody just really
So that went well for you.
yeah, very well.
Okay, how
very
about
well.
the whole just wholesale?
Wholesale
inquiries?
wasn't bad either. We had some really good, solid, stores that we
Leads?
talked
Yeah,
to.
yeah, I get you.
I think they're really stoked, and we'll see what happens next week. You know.
We'll see what happens. I kind of like drifted away, dude. Like I said, I'm fucking exhausted. But what were you guys talking about before?
We were just talking about a little backstory on how Mythic Haze kind of came to be.
And we started talking about mech mods and all kinds of
Yeah,
other
we,
shit.
we keep going way off
Basically,
topic.
where the industry started.
Yeah, but
We
CJ
went
was
on a
telling me
long
that
tangent.
he wanted to open up a store before
That was
he,
the original plan, to open a store, and then
Man, retail's cutthroat, bro. You guys are making
Yeah.
all the money. I was telling the juice
yeah.
guys, man. You guys, the juice
Well-
guys are making all the mad cash. Retail is cutthroat.
well, no, because all you guys keep haggling
wanted
us down to
every
$3 a
shop.
bottle.
$2. Yeah.
Nowadays, I remember back in the days where it was hard to find a vape shop. You kind of had to travel to
Yeah.
get one, and now there's one in every corner.
Every
that was
corner.
actually
Yeah.
our original plan too. We wanted to open a vape shop. We actually, literally exactly 1 year ago, we were vending at swap meets. Believe
Oh,
it or
wow.
not, every Sunday morning I was waking up
It's not a
super
bad idea,
early just to do something, just put us out there. And now, exactly 1 year later, we have Diamond Vape's distribution, we have Diamond Vapor Lounge, and we just launched Just Wires this weekend.
You know-
so
Oh,
it's
that's
crazy to
Diamond
see
Vape.
where-
I've heard of Diamond Vape. I was
Yeah.
actually gonna contact you guys. That's
Oh,
fine.
cool.
You know
Well,
that-
contact me this weekend.
Well,
Well, damn. I know it's-
wow. Where do we just go right now?
Just-
Anyways.
Just kidding, but definitely, and it's that's what these events are for. Networking
Yeah.
your ass off. And we met, like I said, me and Jeremy, we met tremendously so many people.
I love
And-
coming to stuff because you meet the people behind the scenes.
You
know
do,
what I
you
mean?
do, you do. I met people that are that we follow on Instagram from about a state, and then hey, what's up? And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, damn, the
And it's a
face
really cool
behind
feeling when someone comes up to you and like, oh, I already know of you. And you're just like, whoa.
No. You know that's and we don't want to toot on our horn, but that's been happening a lot lately. Like just getting stopped by listeners. Hey, Rian, hey, what's up? Hey, and obviously I don't know them.
It's a great feeling to see where
you
you come.
Your show is I listen to your show. I'm a fan of your show. Not just from consumers, man, but from vendors, from big people in the industry. Man, a shout out to MK Vapes. I just met him at the distributor over this past week, and he's a big fan of the show. Mohammed is man, he's big, man. He's
definitely a great humbling feeling.
Yeah, it is, man. It is, and he had some ideas for the show that obviously we were open for it, and yeah, it's gonna be he's gonna be on soon. It's a great feeling, you know. It's definitely a great feeling.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, definitely really cool. I mean, I just always had support out there. It's really awesome. But I'd like to know a little more about Diamond Vape. You said.
Yes.
So what's that all about?
We're actually a distribution company. We started about a year ago. Around the same time that the swap meet started. You know, I mean, we've been hustling for a while.
What swap meet, if you don't mind me asking?
San Bernardino Orange Show swap meet.
There you go.
I swear, literally, the only reason that we stopped is because I kept getting sick. Every weekend we start about 6 a.m., set up our booth. So we start, and it's
You can have that one if you want.
40 to 50 degrees. It's super cold. And then by the time we leave, it's like 100 degrees because it's California, of course. You know, you can't have regular weather.
No, not at all.
And finally we stopped, and we had a few shops approaching us for wholesale because our prices were so good. So we kind of started doing that, and we also picked up a few juice line. We picked up with Ruthless, and we picked up with Ariac. Pretty soon picking up Monarch.
That's
so
really cool.
it's something that kind of helps over time, and then we saw like the wire game. That's how we got into Just Wires. That's how we picked that up. We also opened our own retail store. Finally, after like a year of looking and trying to figure it all out, we finally picked up our own retail store in Temecula.
Oh, really? Temecula?
Yes. Just because we saw that there was great potential, and then we saw that there was a demand for it. So we went ahead.
Is there many out in Temecula? Many stores?
There is a lot. But
Really?
see, the thing is, in Temecula, they all open on the same street.
Oh, wow.
And we were just like, okay, we're not going to open another light away. Because
Yeah.
every stoplight has a shop.
Okay.
So we're just like, okay, well, let's separate ourselves a little bit, give somewhere that people aren't that used to seeing a shop. So we're actually next to a Killarney, Starbucks Hookah Lounge, somewhere where there's a lot of demand for it. People who are at the bar all day and they're like, okay, I go to the bar and I smoke all day. Then they come to my shop and like, okay, well, what else can I do? We kind of introduce them. The majority of people start off just like we did, Eagle Pens, move their way up to there. And that's when we started Just Wires. We saw that there was a lot of people who wanted wire, and most shops sell like $1 a foot. So we kind of started to see a way that there was a demand for it, something other than nichrome. They wanted Kenthal, they wanted all-day vape. So that's kind of how we launched out from there as well. So we branched off of that, and so far it's going pretty good. We just launched this weekend. We've gotten great reviews off of it so far. I have people coming up to me all day telling me like, hey, you gave me a pack yesterday. I built it. It's easy to build with. It's great. The resistance on it is really good. So far it's so good. I just hope it keeps going on from here.
Definitely. You know what? And we definitely would want to have both you guys on. Like we do full segments, like hour segments on.
Yeah,
that means
I'm
I don't
down
gotta share with this guy,
anytime.
right?
Huh?
That means I don't gotta share my segment with this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But yeah, it's we do it's a 2-hour show. We do maybe 2 segments for about.
Yeah, I saw that
45
one you guys did with Local.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
was
Was
our
it last week?
broadcast.
Okay, yeah,
I think I saw the one for Atomic.
Okay, Atomic. That was a fun show. It was
Definitely fun
more
people.
fun than vaping stuff, but it was a
Yeah.
They're definitely fun, great people.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun show. Shout out to Atomic Vape, man. I saw him on Friday. I haven't seen him all weekend, but I saw him on
Yeah, I
Friday.
haven't seen Esther all weekend either, but I'm pretty sure she was around here somewhere.
But definitely, man. Like I said, I would want to invite you guys. And I got
Definitely, man,
and
anytime.
we'll hook up and link up. Obviously, we have contact info. We'll link
Yeah.
up with contact
Yeah, of
info,
course.
and we'll make it happen. A further show, more thorough show.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
I'm down.
thank you guys so much for being out here supporting
Thank
the
you
community.
guys,
Thank you
man.
for having us. We
Yeah,
really
thank you for
appreciate
You
it.
know,
It's on air.
I think these kinds of shows are really, really important, man. Just to, even when it comes to just the vape scene, or what's really happening with the vape scene.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
definitely. It keeps you up to date as to just
Yeah.
what's going on in the vape community. I mean, I really see this as a community, whether I'm part of the business or not.
But not only
see it
that,
as
I
a
mean,
community because it's something that's brought us all together, living a healthier lifestyle, getting away
Yeah.
from smoking. That's really the long-term goal.
It is.
And I've seen plenty of people, and it's a lifestyle. At the end of the day, like I tell my guys, like this isn't just a job. This isn't just a business. It's really a lifestyle. It's a community. It's something that brings us all together in one place.
Yeah. I think it's really important. You guys can reach out to people, tell them what's really
Yeah,
going on
that's
with the
great.
industry. And
Yeah. So hopefully next time we can have you guys through in our shop. I don't know how local either of you are. But
I'm actually really close to you
Yeah,
guys.
he's in Cerritos, so
Yeah.
no kidding.
You guys are in
Exactly
Norwalk.
where are you
You guys,
guys at?
That's
in
awesome.
Norwalk.
we'll see how
We're
cool
in
the shop
Rancho.
is.
I can make the drive.
Rancho?
Yes.
The Rancho's
Oh,
not far
that's
off.
We're
not
not
that
far
far.
at all.
Things
It's
got a
only an
little,
hour.
things got a
Give or
little,
take.
things got a little wild
It's not-
last night, and
How slow do you drive?
I ended up in Rancho last night.
You're a female, so it's how slow you drive. I
Right.
don't know, so.
I drive fast.
Oh.
There you go.
Safely, maybe not.
Okay,
but
yeah, I
fast,
bet.
yes.
Yeah, let's be real.
Wait, why is it gotta be a female thing?
Oh.
Oh,
I'm not gonna go there. We don't have enough time to go there.
I'll be the first to say maybe I don't know how to drive, but I get to point A to point B. No one's died in my car. Maybe
no one
we're
dies.
good.
No one dies. Hopefully, no
There
one
you go.
dies.
All right. Well, thanks again, guys, and
No worries. Thanks for having me, man.
Thank you for
we'll see
having
you
us.
soon.
Definitely, man. Vape Room Radio from VapeConUSA 2014 it's been a tremendous event, and we appreciate every listener, listener. And it's gonna be, this is like I said, it's not live, but it's gonna be uploaded on our YouTube, so it's gonna be fun.
Awesome.
Cool.
It's Vape Room Radio for vapors by vapors.